Hey YouTube, it's Marita and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to talk about something nurse related, and it's going to be about sign-on bonuses. So I have no notes, no nothing. I'm just going to be saying this on the top of my head. And people have asked, or actually new students have asked, or not new students, new like nursing students or graduate students have asked, not graduate, nursing students or new nurse graduates, graduate nurses, the ones that are fresh out of nursing school, that's what I'm trying to say, have asked about the sign-on bonuses and should they take them or not. And I'm just going to give you my honest opinion on the subject matter. So again, this is not research based or anything like that. This is just my honest opinion about should you take sign-on bonuses. So typically, and I would say probably 9.9 times out of 10, this is true. If a facility is offering a sign-on bonus, it's a reason why. If they can't get you or employees to come in on their own merit because they need a job, they have to offer an incentive to get people to come in there. When they offer this incentive for people to come in there, it's because they're having internal issues. Typically, staffing issues. They can't keep staff. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of reasons as to why they can't keep staff. Sometimes it's due to low morale. Sometimes it's due to bullying. Sometimes it's due to, let's just say, other internal issues. Management may be an issue. What else? Pay or work hours. Anyway, the list goes on and on as to why you could have a high turnover rate with your with your nurses. However, I would say that probably staffing is one of the biggest issues that you're going to see. Staffing and bullying and things like that are going to be the biggest issues you're going to see. So the lower the sign-on bonus, the less of a risk, in my opinion, that you're going to have to take. Because typically the higher the sign-on bonus, the higher the requirement for your payback in time. So for instance, when I was in school, I did find a job or not in school, after school, had a job that they had a $4,000 sign-on bonus, but that required 2 years of continuous working for that facility. And I always say I learned in hindsight. Matter of fact, I have a story time that I actually did with Get Ready With Me story time that I'll just link that to this video, or at the end of the cards, I'll link that so that you can see what I'm talking about. But I had a sign-on bonus and I had issues with that job and they wanted me to repay that money back. However, after I fought it, I did not have to pay the money back because they were in fault. And again, that's another story. But my point is this. Sometimes you take these bonuses and things like that thinking that, oh, okay, I get extra money, 4,000, 5,000, whatever it happens to be. All I'm saying is you all better sit on that money or have a way to pay it back. There is no need to be miserable at your job because you took that sign-on bonus. Now, what some jobs are doing nowadays is they will give you so much of your money as you go. So they will put it with your check. So let's say, for instance, for me, back when I got the sign-on bonus, it was upfront. You got your money. Here's a whole check for $4,000. But because people will be taking this money and then leaving, the company or the hospital is losing money that way. And they're spending more money on having to retrain and re-educate and they're losing money that way. So what they started doing is they started doing where they would, let's just say every 3 months you would get a portion of that money. So if it's $4,000, you'll get a portion of that money every 3 months deposited into your check or whatever. And it would say, sign-on bonus or something like that, incentive or whatever. And that's what they're doing now to kind of remedy that situation where people are just taking the money and they're leaving. So I highly recommend that you do some research into your facility as to why they're offering such a large sign-on bonus. I've seen hospitals, and I happen to live in Tennessee, where a said hospital who's huge here, and everybody knows this hospital here, but was giving $10,000 sign-on bonuses. $10,000. Now, I don't know what the stipulation was in terms of how long you have to be employed by them. However, I can guarantee you it's going to be at least 2, 3, 4, 5 years that they're going to want you to stay for $10,000. And that may be exaggeration, I don't know, but they're going to have to stay for a period of time. And so the issue with that is if you hate this facility, you have to pay that money back. So you might as well just go ahead and basically just sit on that money or have a means in which you can pay that money back in case you don't like it. I have seen nurses who've had to sit at a job that they've absolutely hated and were having physical symptoms. They were throwing up. They were had high blood pressure, had anxiety, all because they chose to stay at a job because of that sign-on bonus. So a sign-on bonus is really something for you to be leery of, not something for you to be like, oh, they're giving a sign-on bonus. I can tell you right now, if they're offering a sign-on bonus, 9 times out of 10, there's something wrong with that facility. And you probably need to do some research and ask some of the employees, or, present or past. Tell me, what is it like to work at this hospital? What were the issues or concerns that you had at this hospital? Because that would tell you a whole lot about what's going on at the facility and how they treat their employees. If a hospital is always hiring, which they always are, don't get me wrong, always are, then you will always know that there's always internal issues there. If they are always hiring, for example, a nurse manager for a certain floor, it's just a certain floor that always, seems like the position always comes open, there are issues there. Be mindful of that. So all you new people, again, it's just a quick video to say, be leery of sign-on bonuses. They are not what they seem. I'm not saying to not go take those jobs. I'm just saying to do your research. I'm saying to make sure that you have means to pay that money back if you are not interested in staying. And I'm also saying, do not stay for the sake of a sign-on bonus. If you're going to lose your license behind that's another reason. It's just unsafe at that facility. So it may be issues like that. It's just unsafe. Do not lose your license over a sign-on bonus. You make arrangements to pay that money back. So my thing is, I would say, I'm not saying don't take the money. I'm just saying, if you need it, you need it, but definitely save it or have a means to pay that money back. Don't be enslaved to your sign-on bonus or to a job because of a sign-on bonus. It is not worth it in the end. And I think that's the point that I want you all to know. It is not worth it in the end. Do not stay at a job for the fact that you took a sign-on bonus. You need to be able to try to pay that money back, or just say, you know what, I want to be able to have the freedom of knowing that when I'm done with this job for whatever reason, I can walk away from it. So that's just something to be mindful of. Be able to walk away from your job. Sign-on bonus is not always a good thing. It's really an indicator that something is going on internal in that facility, and you need to do the research to find out what it is. All right, this is just a quick gem here that I'm dropping on you today. I'm not going to elaborate, not going to make this video any longer than it has to be. I just wanted to come and drop that to you since a student had asked me about it, and you all can govern yourselves accordingly. This video right here is a part of a whole series of nursing videos. So if you happen to like nursing content, please thumbs this video up. Like, comment, and share these videos. I make these videos for nurses and nursing students. And also I wanted to have videos that were truly evidence-based. This is not evidence-based, which means it's not based off of research. But truly not just based off of my opinion all the time, which this one is my opinion on this video. And something that is not glamorizing nursing to be something that it's not. To be a nurse is a wonderful thing, don't get me wrong. However, some of these YouTubers will glamorize about what they get and what they can do with their nursing, with their money and things like that, when yes, they did probably do those things, but they had to work actually hard to get that. It's not what you think it is. So this is a channel that you'll be able to come to and say, okay, hey, what's going on in the Nurse Lounge? Well, we're going to talk about real nursing topics, real nursing issues, and we're going to talk about how to resolve them and how to handle those issues. So if you want to know anything else about that, or you have some topics that you want me to kind of dive into, leave those comment below, or you can always message me or whatever. If you look at the toolbar, or the YouTube banner, you will see my 2 IG pages. One is for my plus size journey, and the other one is for my nurse journey. So I am a doctoral student. I will graduate in about 77 days with my doctoral degree, and I am ecstatic about that. And I've worked very hard to get to where I am. So therefore, I'm not going to give you a lot of fluff. I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. But anyway, that's enough for today. Until the next video, you all take care. Bye-bye.